The world was in chaos. Without warning, massive alien ships descended from the skies, casting shadows over cities and bringing destruction in their wake. The Xorath, a technologically advanced alien race, attacked Earth with ruthless efficiency. Major cities fell within hours. Captain Emma Hayes stood on the rooftop of a battered skyscraper in New York City, her eyes scanning the horizon filled with smoke and fire. Her earpiece crackled to life. "Captain Hayes, we've got incoming on Fifth Avenue. We need reinforcements ASAP," a voice shouted over the comm. "Roger that, we're on our way," Emma replied, motioning to her squad to move out. Emma and her team of soldiers sprinted through the rubble-strewn streets, their boots crunching over broken glass and debris. They could hear the distant roar of Xorath drones, their metallic wings slicing through the air. "How many do you think are left, Cap?" Private Jenkins panted as they ran. "Doesn't matter," Emma said, her voice steely. "We hold this line or die trying." As they reached Fifth Avenue, the sight before them was devastating. Xorath soldiers, towering and armored, were advancing through the smoke, firing their plasma rifles. Human defenders were pinned down, struggling to hold their ground. "Take cover and open fire," Emma commanded. Her squad quickly took positions behind overturned vehicles and remnants of buildings, their weapons blazing. Emma's rifle spat out rounds, taking down 2 Xorath soldiers in quick succession. The air was filled with the sounds of battle gunfire, explosions, and the eerie hum of alien technology. "Emma, this is command. We're detecting a large enemy force converging on your position. You need to fall back," came the urgent voice of General Thompson. "Negative, sir. We can't abandon these people," Emma replied firmly. "We're the last line of defense." The battle raged on, with Emma's squad fighting fiercely. Despite their determination, the Xorath numbers seemed endless. Emma felt a surge of frustration and anger. How had it come to this? Just days ago, life had been normal. Now they were fighting for survival against an alien onslaught. "Captain, we're getting overrun," Jenkins yelled, his voice tinged with panic. "Hold the line," Emma shouted back. "We can't let them take the city." Suddenly, a blinding light filled the sky, followed by a deafening explosion. The ground shook violently, and Emma was thrown off her feet. Dazed, she looked up to see a Xorath ship crashing down, its wreckage skidding to a halt just meters away. "Captain, look!" Private Ramirez pointed. Emerging from the smoke, a group of resistance fighters joined the fray, their makeshift weapons and fierce determination a testament to humanity's resilience. "Reinforcements are here. Let's push them back." Emma rallied her troops. With renewed vigor, the combined forces of the military and resistance fought side by side. Slowly but surely, they began to push the Xorath back, reclaiming the streets inch by inch. As the sun set, casting an orange glow over the battlefield, the Xorath finally retreated. The cost had been high, but New York City stood defiant. Emma wiped the sweat and grime from her face, looking at her exhausted yet victorious comrades. She knew this was just the beginning. The war was far from over, but for the first time, hope glimmered on the horizon. "Great job, everyone! We've shown them what humanity is made of," Emma said, her voice filled with pride. "Now, let's get ready for the next fight." The world had changed overnight. Major cities lay in ruins, and governments struggled to maintain control. But amid the chaos, humanity's spirit remained unbroken. Across the globe, resistance groups formed, determined to fight back against the Xorath invaders. Captain Emma Hayes had become a symbol of hope and defiance. After the battle in New York, she was promoted to a key leadership position in the global resistance. Her new headquarters was a hidden bunker beneath the city, bustling with activity as people from all walks of life came together to plan their next move. Emma stood at the center of a makeshift command room, surrounded by maps, screens, and the hum of communication devices. General Thompson's voice crackled over the radio. "Emma, we need a unified strategy. The Xorath are pressing hard in Europe and Asia. We can't afford to be divided." "I understand, General," Emma replied. "We're coordinating with resistance leaders worldwide. We need to hit them where it hurts." A young technician named Sarah approached, holding a tablet. "Captain, we might have found something. Our hackers intercepted Xorath transmissions. We believe there's a vulnerability in their defense grid." Emma's eyes lit up. "This could be our chance. Let's gather the leaders." In the cramped briefing room, screens flickered to life, displaying the faces of resistance leaders from around the world. Emma took a deep breath and began. We've discovered a potential weakness in the Xorath's defense systems. If we can exploit this, we might turn the tide. We'll need coordinated attacks on their key installations. Captain Hayes, this is Commander Zhao from Beijing. We've been struggling to hold the line here, but we'll commit our forces to this plan. A voice crackled over the speakers. Thank you, Commander. We need everyone working together, Emma responded. Over the next few days, the plan took shape. Resistance cells across the globe prepared for a synchronized assault. Emma worked tirelessly, coordinating with leaders, strategizing, and ensuring that every detail was perfect. On the eve of the attack, Emma gathered her team. Private Jenkins, Ramirez, and the other familiar faces were ready for the mission. Listen up, everyone. This is it. We strike at dawn. We hit them hard and fast. Remember, we're not just fighting for ourselves. We're fighting for everyone who can't, Emma said, her voice resolute. The night passed in tense anticipation. As the first light of dawn broke, the resistance launched its coordinated attack. Emma's team moved through the shadowy streets of New York, heading towards a key Xorath communication hub. The mission was fraught with danger. They encountered Xorath patrols, engaging in fierce firefights. Emma's leadership and their determination kept them moving forward. Captain, we're almost there, Ramirez said, panting as they ducked behind a crumbling wall. Stay sharp. We can't afford any mistakes, Emma replied. They reached the hub, a massive structure guarded by Xorath soldiers. Emma signaled her team, and they moved in silently, taking down the guards with precision. Inside, Sarah hacked into the Xorath systems, fingers flying over her keyboard. I've got it! Uploading the virus now! The building shuddered as the virus spread through the Xorath network, disrupting their defense grid. Emma's earpiece buzzed with reports from around the world. Resistance forces were making progress, exploiting the weakened defenses. Emma, this is General Thompson. Your plan is working. The Xorath are in disarray. Keep pushing! The general's voice was filled with hope. Emma and her team fought their way out of the hub, the sounds of battle echoing through the streets. The tide was turning. For the first time since the invasion, humanity had struck a decisive blow. As the sun set, casting long shadows over the battlefield, Emma knew they had taken a significant step forward. The war was far from over, but the resistance had shown its strength and unity. Great work, everyone. We've given them something to fear, Emma said, a fierce determination in her eyes. But we can't stop now. We keep fighting until we've reclaimed our world. The victory had breathed new life into the resistance. Reports of successful attacks flooded in from all corners of the globe. Humanity, united and resolute, was fighting back with a ferocity that surprised even the Xorath. But Emma Hayes knew that a decisive blow was needed to truly turn the tide. In the underground bunker, a sense of purpose permeated the air. Emma and her team gathered around a holographic display which showed a massive Xorath mothership hovering over the Atlantic Ocean. This is our target, Emma said, pointing to the hologram. We believe this mothership coordinates the Xorath forces. If we can disable it, we can cripple their operations. That's a suicide mission, Jenkins said, eyes wide. How are we supposed to get close enough? We've got a plan, Emma replied, her voice steady. We'll use captured Xorath technology to infiltrate the ship. It's risky, but it's our best shot. Ramirez, ever the optimist, grinned. Well, Captain, if anyone can pull off a crazy plan like this, it's you. Preparation was intense. The team trained rigorously, familiarizing themselves with the alien tech they'd be using. Nerves were taut, but spirits were high. This was their chance to strike a significant blow. The day of the mission arrived, shrouded in tension. Emma, Jenkins, Ramirez, and a handful of elite fighters boarded a modified Xorath shuttle. The plan was simple: infiltrate, plant explosives, and get out. But everyone knew nothing about this mission would be simple. The shuttle approached the mothership, its cloaking device masking their presence. Inside, the team was silent, each member lost in their thoughts. Remember, we stick together, Emma said, breaking the silence. No one gets left behind. The shuttle docked with the mothership, and the team moved swiftly, using their knowledge of Xorath technology to bypass security systems. The interior of the ship was a labyrinth of sleek corridors and alien machinery. pulsating with an eerie, otherworldly light. "Stick to the plan," Emma whispered, leading the way. They reached the central core, a vast chamber filled with humming, glowing machinery. Sarah, their tech expert, began planting the explosives while the others stood guard. "Almost there," Sarah muttered, her fingers flying over the alien controls. "Captain, we have company," Ramirez warned, his eyes on the corridor. Xorath soldiers appeared, weapons drawn. The fight was brutal and intense. Emma and her team fought with everything they had, buying Sarah the time she needed. "Done!" Sarah shouted, just as the last explosive was set. "Fall back!" Emma ordered, her voice cutting through the chaos. The team retreated, racing through the corridors as alarms blared. They reached the shuttle, diving in just as the mothership began to shake violently. "Punch it!" Emma yelled, and the shuttle shot away from the mothership. From a safe distance, they watched as the mothership erupted in a massive explosion, pieces of alien metal raining down into the ocean. "Mission accomplished," Jenkins said, a mix of relief and exhaustion in his voice. "Not yet," Emma replied, eyes fixed on the horizon. "This is just the beginning. But we've shown them that humanity won't go down without a fight." Back at the bunker, the news of the mothership's destruction spread like wildfire. Cheers erupted, and for the first time, there was a real sense of hope. The Xorath were in disarray, their forces retreating in confusion. Emma addressed the assembled resistance fighters. "Today we've dealt a major blow to our enemy. We've shown them what we're capable of. But the war isn't over. We must press our advantage and keep fighting until our world is free." The crowd roared in agreement, the fire of determination burning in their eyes. The destruction of the Xorath mothership marked a turning point in the war. Emboldened by their success, humanity rallied for the final push. Across the globe, the resistance united, ready to deliver the decisive blow that would end the alien occupation once and for all. Captain Emma Hayes stood before a vast assembly of soldiers, resistance fighters, and civilians in the heart of the hidden bunker. The atmosphere was electric with determination and hope. General Thompson's voice boomed over the intercom. "This is it, people. The Xorath are regrouping at their stronghold in the Nevada desert. This is our chance to end this war. We hit them with everything we've got." Emma stepped forward, her voice steady and clear. "We fought long and hard to get here. We've lost friends, family, and homes, but today we fight not just for survival, but for victory. Let's show the Xorath what humanity is made of." The journey to Nevada was arduous, but the convoy of resistance vehicles pressed on, cutting through the desolate landscape. As they neared the Xorath stronghold, the enormity of the task ahead became clear. The alien fortress loomed like a metal monstrosity, bristling with defenses. "Captain, we're in position," Jenkins reported, his face set with determination. "Good. Remember, we coordinate with the other units. This is a global effort," Emma responded, checking her gear one last time. The assault began at dawn. Human and Xorath forces clashed in a thunderous roar of battle. Emma led the charge, her rifle blazing as she directed her troops with precision and courage. Explosions lit up the sky, and the ground shook with the ferocity of the conflict. Amidst the chaos, Emma's team fought their way towards the fortress's core, where the Xorath command center was located. Ramirez took point, his keen eyes scanning for threats. "Up ahead, Captain. Looks like heavy resistance," Ramirez called out. "Let's give them hell," Emma replied, rallying her team. They pushed forward, every step a struggle against the tide of Xorath soldiers. The fighting was intense, but Emma's resolve never wavered. They reached the central command chamber, a vast, ominous room filled with alien technology and guarded by the elite of the Xorath forces. "Stay sharp. This is it," Emma whispered. The battle in the command chamber was brutal. Emma and her team fought with everything they had, using their wits and skills to overcome the superior technology of the Xorath. At the heart of the chamber, Emma spotted the Xorath commander, a towering figure exuding menace. "You've caused enough pain!" Emma shouted, firing her weapon. The commander turned, and the two locked in a fierce duel. It was a battle of will and skill, human determination against alien might. Emma's squad took down the remaining guards, giving her the opening she needed. With a final decisive blow, Emma defeated the Xorath commander. The fortress's defenses faltered, and the remaining Xorath forces began to retreat in disarray. "We did it!" Jenkins said, panting and battered but alive. "Not just us. Everyone," Emma replied, her voice filled with a mix of exhaustion and triumph. This was a global effort. The victory was broadcast worldwide. People everywhere rejoiced, celebrating the end of the Xorath occupation. Earth had been scarred, but it had not been defeated. The long process of rebuilding could now begin. Emma stood before the cheering crowd, humbled by the outpouring of gratitude and respect. General Thompson approached, a rare smile on his usually stern face. "Captain Hayes, you and your team have done the impossible. Humanity owes you a debt of gratitude," the general said. Emma nodded, looking out at the faces of those she had fought alongside. "This victory belongs to all of us. Together we proved that no matter the odds, humanity will always rise." As the sun set over the battlefield, casting a golden glow over the scene, Emma allowed herself a moment of peace. The war was over, and a new era of hope and rebuilding had begun. "Now," she said softly to herself, "we start anew."